Hello and welcome to 4-H. This year our 4-H online enrollment system is new and I wanted to provide you a quick video on how to enroll your family. Now this video is for families that are re-enrolling. They've already been 4-H members before in the past, and so all of their system from the old 4-H Connect system will have transferred to this system. So this is only if you have already been a 4-H member before and have enrolled on the online system. All right, let's get started. So you are going to use your email address. This is going to be the email address that comes when I send out emails. This is where it goes to. So hopefully it is the email address that you check the most so you don't miss out on any important information. And if you need to change it, we can later. So put in your information and push sign in. And it will show your information for your family. This does look different compared to the old 4-H Connect system. It's more modern and up to date, and you'll see several different things as we look at this screen. So this is the basic information, your family's last name. This is the main email address where communication goes to you. Your address, make sure that's correct, and then your primary phone number. And then anybody that has already been enrolled in 4-H prior to now will be in here. Now you'll notice that the adults in the system, their birth dates will stop at January 1st, 1920. We know that there's probably no one in our system that is their birth date, but the last system did not require adults to put their birth date in. Okay, so when you see this Enroll Now feature, this blue link, that means those individuals need to be enrolled. If once you get approved, it will have your role here and it will say approved and for the year. Okay, so I've already gone in and approved myself, but we're going to go to a youth profile and we'll start with Caitlin. You're going to select the grade and push enroll. Now, just like the old system, you'll have all of these different steps to go through. It has instructions here. It says click the Select Clubs button at the bottom of the page. Add the button besides the club to add to your profile. Now, this is really important if you are a community club 4-H member, for example, that you're in Decatur 4-H, but you also attend the Clothing and Textiles Club or the Horse Club. You'll need to put your name under both of those clubs. Now, as you go in here, it'll have Wise County. That's not something that you can change, and if you do move in the future to a different county, we will have to adjust that on our side. If your youth is a junior leader or a teen leader, you can select one of those, and then you'll select the clubs that they are involved in. Now, if you come through here and you don't see your club, for example, Alvord and Boyd are not showing up yet, you will need to wait to enroll when those clubs are active. So, Caitlin is a member of the Decatur 4-H Club. And then I'm going to go ahead and select another unit, which that should say clubs there, because she's also a member of the Clothing and Textiles Club. This one has locked in Decatur as her primary and Clothing and Textiles as her secondary. You can change either or. It does not matter how, it depends on your family. You should be receiving communication from both of those groups. Now we're to projects. Youth must select a minimum of 1 project and a maximum of 10 projects. Okay? Here's the instructions on how to add those projects in. If you're an adult, and this is an adult volunteer role, and you assist as a project leader, please select the appropriate projects. Okay? I recommend selecting anything that your child does or is interested in, because I can go through here and select things, groups, if I'm sending emails to specific projects. So if I have something that just goes for the dog care and training group, I can pull all of those emails from there. Now I got to focus a little bit so I make sure I capture all these so I don't have to go back in. Now, again, one project is mandatory up to 10. So these are the 4 that she's primarily interested in. Oh, there's one more. Okay, so this is not committing her to any specific group or commitment. This just says these are the things that she's interested in. And you'll notice that the club here has, it's just randomly assigned which project these go under. Again, it's fine. If I wanted to, I could switch everything besides clothing and textiles to, or fashion interior design to Decatur 4-H, but I think it'll be okay for now. Okay, so this has questions. You'll need to click on that. It has their gender, their grade, both of these are required, their residence, their ethnicity, emergency contact information. I'm actually going to update this. Now, I do recommend that you put in someone other than yourself if you're the primary guardian on the contact information, because as we travel and do things as 4-H members, there's going to be times where I might need to contact a family member because of emergencies, right? So I recommend that it is not the primary contact information, because I will always call that information first. So as a mom, if I don't answer the phone, we're going to fall back to the secondary, the emergency contact information, which will be the next closest relative. Okay. So Guardian 1 information is in there. Guardian 2 information is in there. I do recommend that you fill both of those out. And then the school information. So you'll click that dot. That's very important. Find Wise County. The school district. And if your information does not show up in here, your school information, just let us know. Don't just randomly select something. Please let us know if there is something that your child is enrolled in that is not showing up in the system. And you can input that there. Okay, so if you have military service, they want to know that. And then current offices held. In our clubs, most of them have not elected officers. So if you want to wait until after that election, you can. But this is also not mandatory information. This is, however, mandatory if they are involved in the shooting sports project. Please select what they're involved in there. Wants to know your county of residence. So there are some different questions compared to the old system. Is your place of residence different than the county you attend school in? Okay. Refund policy. Read through this. It just talks about participation fees and volunteer application fees, event and activity registration, and animal validation. Okay, so I'm going to type in my information here, my name, because I have read this. Perfect. This is the health form. We have this if anytime we travel or we need important information, we will have you fill out a waiver. We'll capture this information, but it's always good to take a moment, looking up our doctor's phone number, to fill it out beforehand, because again, I have access to this when we are out and about, and you just never know if we need it. And I would rather have it if we need it than not have it at all. So you'll need to read the blue statement here. Agree to the conditions. Okay, our information. And I'll update that later. The waiver, go through, they've added a COVID-19 clause in there, of course, your member's name. As a parent, you can sign for them, and then your own name. Agree. Show consent. This is our consequences of misbehavior. So this is in the enrollment process. Everyone signs off on this. If there are any issues, I mean, I do recommend you read over that. And then check the box. This is the median photography release. If you put in here no, please shoot me an email. I don't ever want to put your child in a situation where you know, I'm taking pictures of events and I put them out there and I didn't realize that your media release was not signed. Okay, so here's where you're to the billing part of the enrollment process. So you're going to put your card information in here and you are going to see the fee on this side. Okay, so it has saved my payment information in there. It gives you a pay by computer terms and conditions. You will need to read all of this. Member name. All right, conditions, click next. All right, so this is just a plain review of your enrollment. So these are the clubs that your child is participating in, projects, submit, your payment information on the side. The charge will be $25. And now it'll say club member waiting review. And so that's where we go in on our side and we will review the payment for, or the membership, and make sure that they're in the right club. So I think there's going to be several that we're kicking back because they went in and enrolled and their club was not available yet. So that is how to enroll a returning member. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the extension office or myself, and we will help you through the process.